Welcome to the stream, everybody. My name is Stef. I hope everything is cool with you. I'm going to wait for people to get on board, and then I'm going to get into it. So how are we doing for people? Anybody going to show up? I don't know. So if you're watching the replay, I will put a time index underneath this video so you can get right to the meat of it. It's going to be just a quick update to announcement about my course, so you know, and then we'll get into a little bit of Q&A. Yeah. So if anybody's there, let me know in the comments. Say, hey, I'm here. You know, there's a bit of a lag now, 30 seconds in. So yeah. What's going on? Again, if you're watching replay, don't worry. I will put a timestamp for you guys, so you don't have to watch me get prepped up here. All right. So. Yeah. Okay, we got a lot done today. So if you're here, say hello from what part of the world you are from. So it's always cool. Hello, Winston from Taiwan. Very cool. One of the places I want to visit. Taiwan, cool. I'm sure you must have amazing dim sum there. Yeah. All right, so we got some room. Hello, what's going on here? From Michigan, from California, from Virginia. Very cool. Yeah. Hope everybody's cool. 14 people. Good evening from Sunrise, Florida. Hey, how are you, man? Cheers. I was going to be in Florida, and then we got the clamps put down on us. Apparently, people don't want us visiting Florida. That's too bad. From Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, cool. Germany. What do you teach? I teach you about life. Now, I teach coding, software development. I teach freelancing, entrepreneurship. And now I'm starting to teach a little bit of psychology. These are all things I've done in my real life. I've been a businessman for decades, software developer for decades. And my major in university was psychology and a bunch of other stuff. I just teach a combination of skill sets that I know will be very helpful for most people, just about everybody. It all kind of comes together. So, yeah, that's to answer that question. Hi, also from another Atlanta, Georgia. From India, very cool. Of course, us smart ones want you visiting. Yeah, I like Florida quite a bit. In fact, quite a bit. I was supposed to go down. I was thinking of getting a place there. I just like the lifestyle's kind of cool, you know. Yeah, 21. So little light on the load. Let me give you a word of warning. So, I went to McDonald's today to get a coffee, just a coffee. I bought it earlier today, but I have it half empty. I don't know if you can see. It became like Jello coffee. That's kind of gross. You don't get that normal coffee. I'm not sure what this is about. It's supposed to be a black coffee, but something to consider. I don't know what that's all about. Do you think learning design patterns is helpful? Yes. After you do your fundamentals, the next thing I recommend is refactoring skills and then design patterns. Links below to books that I recommend on the subjects. What weather is like in your area? Is it difficult during winter season? It's very cold. I'm fortunate I live right in the downtown core. So in normal situations when we don't have lockdown, I have direct access to underground city and so forth. So, but it's really cold up here. How can a fresher start freelancing if there are not many opportunities nearby? I would try online. You know, if you can check out my previous YouTube videos, I give the process and how to set up your freelance career. So you can check through my video collection. Also, I have a course on that, on freelancing. Check out the store. We're waiting to hear what you have to say. All right. Okay. So let me just get organic coffee. All right. So I'm just going to jump into it. Kind of a light crowd today. So what are you going to do? So if you guys don't know, I put out a brand new course called The Lizard Wizard. This is going to be very quick. So a couple of things. First of all, I put out this quick little PDF guide that outlines the sections. It's just like it's like a table of contents, really. Gives you a quick outline, like number 6, of I think chapter 2, lesson 6, chapter 2. The lizard is super aware, much more so than your logical brain. So it sends messages of what it detects via gut feelings. So in that particular lesson, I teach you what gut feelings actually are and how and why you should pay attention to them, etc. So anyway, so that's in there. I got the ebook that's in there now. This is a guide. I have also included a bunch of all the lessons in audio format, so you can download those as well. And of course, you have the video format in Studioweb. So there you go. That's my announcement about the Lizard Wizard. People have bought up a bunch in the last few days, just released a few days ago, and people are really liking it so far, so I'm pretty happy about that. Why? Because it's something I've been studying for decades, psychology and mental control from my martial arts and my psych days and from my meditation days and so on. And so it's kind of fun for me to teach it after all this time. I'm teaching business, entrepreneurship, and code, so it's just another little thing to do. Let's say, Matthew, how you doing, man? We need some thumbs up on the video. Yeah, for sure. Appreciate that. What else is going on here? Mr. Ludr says, no, stay away from McDonald's. Get organic coffee. I typically do, yeah. But, I was walking by and I felt like a coffee, so. What books on pricing and design do you recommend? How do you price your services? Check out my freelance course. It will give you detail on how to figure out pricing and contracts and timing everything. It's a per situation thing, Hello, Aisha Daz. I hope I said that properly. Hello from Philadelphia, PA. Hey, how you doing? I was there once, very briefly, in Philadelphia. Went down to Connecticut, and we said, hey, let's go visit Philadelphia. I don't know if we had a cheesesteak or not, but I've been there. Must have been very cold, old coffee dried in the container. I don't know, I guess. I'll take your word for it. How are you? Any health tips? Yeah, if you go to thebodydeveloper.com, a friend of mine is a guy who lost like 100 pounds, changed his diet. He's done well for himself. He's very good shape now. He had diabetes, got rid of it just by changing his diet and minor exercise. But you can just change your diet and you can get it much healthier. And he's giving free consultations. Go check it out. Just sign up to the newsletter there. And it's thebodydeveloper.com. And sign up there now. It's free. Why not? And he'll help you out with that. That being said, intermittent fasting is huge. You fast, you stop eating after 7 o'clock, and you don't eat until the next day, 2 o'clock. Drink lots of water. Cut down your sugars and carbs. You do that, you'll be in much better shape. Aisha agrees. Ditto on the organic coffee. Yeah, I got some. I'm going to grind some beans once I've done the stream. Any tips on developing an MVP to market ASAP? Yeah, just get it out with quick and dirty code. Quick and dirty code. Yeah, you go out there quick because you don't know what the use case is going to be until you get it in the hands of clients. So you don't want to be writing use case tests and so forth with your MVP. You just want to get it out the door as quickly as possible. If you don't know what an MVP is, because there's other people on the stream, an MVP is minimum viable product. It's just a test to see whether or not your business idea for a piece of software actually has any potential legs. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. Get it out there. Thank you for all your hard work, Stefan. No, I appreciate it. Thanks for joining, by the way. It's a lot of fun. We had a good martial arts chat yesterday. Yeah, we did. That's cool stuff. Martial arts is a good teacher in all aspects of life. Try Allegro organic coffee from Home Food Market. It has great aroma and taste. It's decaf, uses Swiss water process without chemicals. Okay, I'll take a look, man. Thanks for that tip. Hi, Stefan. I love the Python course on Studioweb. Cheers from New Jersey. Hey, glad you like it, Luigi. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for picking up the course, too. Hey, have you ever played around with the fourth language? The fourth language. Are you talking about 4GL? I don't know. 16-hour fast here. Okay, cool. How's that going with the fasting, man? So you're on a 16-hour fast? How's that feeling? First few times, a little rough, but then, calms down. I've been going to the gym. I am type 1 diabetic. Any help there? Yeah, my friend had type 2, and he got rid of it and I don't know if you can get rid of type 1, but you can. I would imagine, I'm not a medical doctor, but what he did is just cut out carbs and sugar and went and fasted, and quickly enough he got rid of it. So I don't know. You talk to your doctors about that. I'm not a medical doctor, but that's what worked for him. Hey, Stef, how are you, my friend? I am very good. Thanks for joining the stream. Information creation. Hey, have you ever played around with the Hey, we got that one already. Okay, hold on. I am building a space simulator focusing on desktop. When do you think I should start crowdfunding? When you got like a proof of concept, you could show something very basic. I don't know, maybe one quick little simulation, and make sure it looks really good. Make sure it looks really good. Visuals are very important. And make sure it runs smooth, but it has to look good too. Coders tend to discount the visual aspects of software because of the nature of their brains, so you have to do that. I miss booze and food. Yeah, type 1 is genetic. Yeah, of course. So yeah, I would try cutting. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, but cutting down carbs could help quite a bit. See how it goes. I don't know. Do you like Arabic bean? They buy organic Colombian coffee, one of the best in the world. I have not tried it. I'll have to try that. How's winter in your city? It is cold and snowy, and Montreal is a place to be. That's where I live, Montreal, Canada. That's the place to be in the spring, summer, fall. But the winter, unless you like going skiing and stuff, not so good. Fourth is a low-level language that is used in military equipment assembly, I think. I've never seen it before, never even heard of it, so I have no comment. What about cryptocurrency? What about it? I think it is something, when you see something spike up super quick in value, be very careful. That's all I have to say. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know where it's going to go. But I would be very, very careful about that. Hi, from snowy Chicago, Steph. Have you ever ventured into mobile development? I just picked up one of the new ARM Max. Xcode seems pretty neat. I played with it in the past, but generally speaking, I've never needed to actually go full native in terms of mobile development. So I just went with PWA or just responsive sites. But I have a general belief that responsive and PWA, cross-platform solutions, will dominate the mobile development space in time. I used to be an artist before programming. Oh, okay, cool. So good. That means you understand the importance of that. Hey, Isha, how are ya? Any advice on WordPress security? Yes, least number of plugins as possible. If you're going to use plugins, make sure they're commercial paid-for plugins because they tend to be better written. I'm trying to provide great security options, mostly plugins, for my clients, and I'm comparing services, but my head is spinning with the options out there. I would check out the reviews, find plugins where there's cost involved. Typically, that cost would suggest security. Yeah, that's my major suggestions there. Make sure your passwords are really solid, Bitcoin was written in Forth. Oh, really? Okay, I did not know that. Hey, Stefan, how are you? I'm good. How about you? I hope everything is cool. Comments on Stoicism or philosophy? I believe in some of the edicts of Stoicism. I am somewhat of a Stoic, but I don't practice it, and I'm not well versed in it. But yeah, I get that from my martial arts, where you have to kind of be cool. Don't get too excited about things. Don't get too sad about things, because a lot of that stuff, which you learn in my Lizard Wizard course, a lot of it is amplified and exaggerated by the lizard brain. Think about your own life, how many times you've had anxieties about things that never come to pass, right? That's just your lizard brain. Your lizard brain is hyper-reactive sometimes. Some of us more than others. I am a Godot game engine contributor. Cool. Mostly a C++ code base. Self-taught. Started when I was, guess when you were young. That's cool, man. That sounds very good. That sounds very good. PHP is out. Should developers switch from PHP 7 or should wait a while? I never like going with the brand new releases. I would tend to want to wait until 8.1 or 2, simply because, you know, let them work out the things, you know. And does PHP 8, as far as I understand, it's just a lot of it's more of an enterprise update. Sure, there's other updates as well, but it's not really super relevant. I think you could be fine on 7 for now. I would wait for an 8.1 or 2. Did you think more on doing strongly typed course with TypeScript? Now, I haven't put much thought into it, but I was thinking that's the thing that's kind of missing in my, if anything is missing in my collection, is a strongly typed course, whether it be Java or TypeScript or something. There's a new high-level language called Scrypt, which took Bitcoin's low-level language forth and made it simpler for devs to build smart contracts the same way Ethereum does, without compromising scale. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Stefan, I'm building an app in Flutter, but the UI is not so good. Should I publish the app at Play Store? You're gonna have to promote it, you know, and you're gonna have to get it. And I don't know if you would have to. I guess you have to promote outside the Play Store. I haven't used the Play Store, so try to improve your UI a little bit, you know. Or put it out there for free and get some testers, see what they say so they can talk about it, give you feedback. Yeah, yes, I'm definitely minimizing plugins overall, but the services out there seem to utilize plugins. Yeah, you have to, again, commercial plugins I would imagine to be, and generally you can expect them to be better written and safer, right? So, since you're 5 years old, no worries. Wow, saludos, Winston Martin. Very good. Samuel Marquez, can you update the UI over time? Just get the app published. You will have version 1 to work on. Yeah, you could. I would imagine you could. You keep sending up updates. The only reason I talk about UI is you just gotta. If it looks crappy, people are not gonna want to try it. It's just the way our brains work. So if you can make it look good to begin with, that would be beneficial to you. You know. Any opinions on Clojure? I've been told it's really interesting language. Haven't used it, so I have no comment on that. Yeah. So wow, we're getting into a small group tonight. A little group, 46 people. Usually in the 70s. I gotta pick a time. I gotta pick a time to do these on a regular basis. When I had a set time, we used to get like 200-300 people showing up. I can't blame you. Just keep switching the time on you. It's not very good. So we're a small little group, a little COVID party, COVID safe party. Not too many people. Can't spread the germs here. That's good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to come on and just give you a quick update to the Lizard Wizard book. I'm pretty happy so far with the way people are reacting to it. And if it goes well, I might expand on that, doing more lizard topics. It's related to your coding career, your business career. Understanding how people's brains work is just going to make you a better developer, believe it or not. Yeah, so any other questions? Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Hey, Stef, just picked up the Lizard Wizard course. Thank you very much. And the Freelancer course. Haven't started them yet, but your IW course was invaluable to me when I started to learn. Many thanks. Oh, cool. Thank you, Mr. Puckish Rogue, I appreciate that. IWD, yeah, that's good. That's my developer course, if you hadn't wanted to know. What do you think about micropayments? I think that's very cool. I've never implemented them, but I think the whole concept is very cool, and I think it's very useful. B. Mosbat says, hey, Stefan, since you are a drummer, I was wondering if you made any computer music pieces using code. Have I done that recently? I may have done stuff like that in the past. Trying to remember, but not recently. Any thoughts on Rust and WASM? I find Rust easier to use and see better build pipeline. Just my opinion. You know what? I haven't used it, but a good friend of mine is a very experienced C coder. He would agree with you 100%. He said he would never write anything with C or C++ new. He would just use Rust instead. That was his opinion. I don't know. And he's been writing C full time for many years now. He has to write it because they're supporting legacy code. I am in self-isolation this week. Oh, are you? Did you have symptoms? How do I move to Canada? You want to freeze? Is that it? You want to freeze? You like the cold? Well, you can, I don't know, just apply to the consulate. You can get married to somebody in Canada, I suppose. Talking about UI, I think a good UI library like Material UI can help you make your MVP faster and look decently, even if you don't really know about UI design that much. Oh, 100%. I am a huge believer in using libraries and frameworks. You said previously that if you would make an e-commerce site, you would use Laravel. Can I expand on why and what would you use for front end? I like, there you go, Aisha loves the code. I would use Laravel because it's a very solid framework. It's easy to get on board with it. It works with Vue. I think Vue is integrated. It's just a very refined, easy to use framework. It's very productive from our experience. We use it for Studioweb, so. Oh, no surgery on Friday, so I have to isolate until then. Ah, okay, cool. Good luck on that, man, eh? I think it's a shoulder, right? I've been getting the hang of Django after plugging away. Hey, that's cool. Congrats. There's a guy, Matthew. So he started training with me a little while ago, and he decided to tackle Django, and now it's going good. That's great. Hello, good sir. After a couple of months of coding and finishing a couple of freelance projects, I got a job offer. Hey, congratulations. But the company makes websites in Oxygen. I don't know how I feel about WordPress. I just do it now for the experience and for the money. Make some money and just see how it goes for like 6 months. You know, get some experience, make some money. You know, keep doing stuff on the side that you like to do and see how it goes. You know, it's you're not getting married. You're just going in. You're just trying, just working a little bit. You know. All right. Check out NumPy. It's Python's library for making synth. It's really fun. Yeah, I've heard of NumPy before actually. I may take a look at that. If you want to learn JS ES6 from zero to hero, it's not simpler for future development. Start directly from TypeScript and never go back to vanilla JS. If I want, okay, let me try that again. If I want to learn JS ES6 from zero, is not simpler for future development to start directly from TypeScript and never go back to vanilla JS? I'm not sure what you're asking there, Alessandro. Are you asking me if it's easier just to learn TypeScript than to learn JavaScript? Do you teach how to integrate credit card payments into a site in your foundation course? I saw something about PayPal, but not credit cards. Now, we have a PayPal course, but credit card integration, it's all knowing your basics because every processor, whether it be PayPal or Stripe, which are high-level processors, or you use a merchant gateway, which we use for years. I got rid of it, by the way. They'll have their own systems. So you're going to have to figure out their API. You're going to have to figure out how they do it. Typically, if they're a good company, they'll just provide like a Python sample how to do it, or a PHP. You can always get a PHP sample how to do it. So even with my PayPal course, it's one of the classic courses, and I keep it up because people want me to keep it up. But I tell people, you know, once you know your foundations, you just go to PayPal and you say, they'll have everything there. How to integrate PayPal. Here's the PHP examples. Here's the JavaScript Node examples. They'll just give you the code. Same thing with Stripe. It's so easy. Just drop it in. I don't do these type of tutorials anymore because, you know, whether it be Stripe or PayPal, the major players or smaller players, they change them all the time. So I'll do a course and 6 months later, they may change it, or 3 months later. But if you know your basics, you don't need a tutorial on that because you just go to that particular merchant provider and they'll show you how to do it. I assume when you're asking this question, Teraz, is that you have skills as a coder. You can't just jump into doing PayPal integrations unless you know at least your HTML, CSS, some JavaScript, you know? First, it doesn't take long. You can be up and running quickly. Thanks. After this website, I'm probably going to switch to Node, Gatsby to Laravel. All right, that's cool. Any pros and cons of contract work? Well, yeah. The cons is that it's when you're first starting out, you're not going to have any contracts. You're not going to make any money. When you start, usually you start out it's very slow. You get one or two clients, and then what happens? Then you get all kinds of clients, and then you're going to be overloaded. That's a typical pattern. The upside is that you can make much more money as a contractor, you know, than you would in a full-time job, you know. Hey, Steph, your tips on doing your first project for free or cheap has landed my first freelance job in 3 years. Thanks. Hey, congratulations. It works. It works. Good for you, man. That's great. Keep us in the loop in terms of how that goes. Yes, credit card integration is easy. Just follow the documentation of the payment gateway. Exactly. That's why I'm reluctant, you know, again, to do the tutorials because the payment gateway may change a little bit of their API, and then people will buy, like, you know, how to integrate with PayPal, how to integrate with Stripe, and a lot of them, if they try to jump ahead and say, well, I'll skip learning HTML and JavaScript and I'll just do that, and then they run into problems, and it's, you know, you learn your basics and all this stuff is easy. Cool, man. Yeah, no, that's the way to do it. Trust me, it's the quickest way to do it. It's the quickest way to do it. Hope no one attacks me. Opinion on using Adobe brackets or Dreamweaver for someone who's familiar with Adobe design software. Listen, Aisha, people attack you if you drink the wrong coffee. People attack you if you program in the wrong programming languages. I see, like, I do cameras here. I got my camera, and people will get into battles over which camera they use. People will get battles for everything, so don't worry about it. Brackets or Dreamweaver, use whatever ones you prefer. Whatever ones you prefer. Have I used brackets? I haven't. Dreamweaver I used to use. I haven't used it in years and years and years and years. But if you're comfortable with the software and it works for you, then use it. Yeah. Yes, I'm almost done your foundation course. Okay, so good. So just HTML, CSS, JavaScript, to the PHP, MySQL, and then just go to PayPal or go to Stripe. Stripe is actually easier and better to integrate. And just look at their docs, and it'll show you. You can actually just get like sample PHP, boop, 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 and it's very simple. You should be able to get a hold of it pretty quickly. Alessandro says, I mean, TypeScript in theory will substitute in future JS, so why learn now JS and TypeScript if I can learn half the time and only once TS, TypeScript now, and however if it is. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, first of all, one of the illusions, I'm going to put out my official video. I did it in a stream a week or two ago, but I'm going to put it deep in the stream. The 10 rules of code. The 10 rules of code. And one of my rules, there's no such thing as learning the wrong language, because once you learn TypeScript or once you learn JavaScript and you're decent at it, for you to learn, let's say you start off learning JavaScript, for you to pivot into TypeScript will take you like 2 days. The first language takes a long time to learn, relatively speaking. And then the second, it takes 1/10 the time, 1/20th the time. The third takes 1/40th the time. You get the idea, right? I can jump into any of the modern languages, and I've done this many times, and I just learn it in a day or two. That's how you'll be. So don't worry about learning this language. Just learn whatever one you want to learn now because you like it and you see job opportunities. And for some reason you have to pivot and learn another one. It will be easy, so don't worry about it. It's an illusion. It's an illusion to be concerned, ooh, am I going to learn the wrong language? Doesn't happen in real life. Because one of the things, professional developers are always learning new things and jumping from one language and one tech to another, right? How much PHP should I know before tackling Laravel? Just know your basics. You just got to know your fundamentals, including object-oriented PHP. And that's it. You're ready to go. I have been told it's not bad to just start with Laravel as long as some basic PHP you know. Yeah, just do my PHP Foundations course. And maybe if you don't know OO, just do my free PHP object-oriented course. And then you're ready to go at Laravel. Hello from Argentina. Hey, man, how you doing? Vim, use Vim. Just joking. WYSIWYG editors get the job done. If they work, man. Hello from China. Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing? Everyone, wow, China, that could be a first. Ni hao. I think that's right. It's been a while. Everyone knows it's not cool. It's not real coding unless it's binary. There we go. Came in live. What time is it there, Danielle, in China? I imagine it must be like 24 hours. So it might be 8 a.m., 9 a.m. I don't know, I'm guessing. Depending where you are, I suppose, in China. Web development has become badly fractured. I see a need for a creation of a consortium like the W3C to bring an end to so many languages, frameworks, unnecessary technologies. Well, that's the usual ebb and flow of that space. You see lots of, like you say, lots of new tech, lots of new frameworks, libraries, and then it sort of consolidates, comes back again. That's why I tell people to stick to the basics and then let the jobs dictate what you're going to do. TypeScript can compile down to WASM. Sometimes it is good. WASM is good for large front ends, so it does not eat all the RAM on a computer. It works with PWA. There you go. Have you heard of Jakarta, Java? Oh yeah, it's a province, or is it a city in Indonesia? Right? I think. Hey, hologram nunchaku. How's it going, dude? I recently left mathematics of machine learning, and I'm currently using a book to learn how to apply it on real problems using a book recommended with the use of Python. Oh, very cool, man. Daniel, that's very cool stuff. All right, so how are we doing? 30 minutes. I'm going to be ending the stream off. It's been half an hour. I'm going to go grind some coffee beans so I don't have to swallow Mick gelatin coffee. Not good. Yeah. So any other questions before I let you go? Again, just a quick reminder, the reason to stream is my Wizard course went up a couple days ago. So far, I'm getting some very good reviews of it, and it includes this PDF outline ebooks, just an outline. This is what it is, and it's 20 videos, and there's also all kinds of audio files as well for you as well. So I'm pretty happy with it. I had fun creating it, and I'm glad that people like it. French press or drip? I just use drip. I used for 20 years Canal. Here we go. How is the freelancer market going to Flutter devs? I don't know. You would have to ask Flutter devs about that. Is the hype keeping up, or are customers more inclined towards React Native? I don't know. You'd have to see what people are saying. I think a lot of times it's up to you as a freelancer to tell your clients, to suggest rather what technologies to use. Depends. Larger clients who already have a base with React are not going to want to switch, and smaller clients or new clients, you may be able to sell them on Flutter. Wait, what was that announcement? Laugh aloud. Okay, for you, Aisha, excuse me. I will show you once again. So I put out a video course recently called The Lizard Wizard. Silly title, but it's about your lizard brain. It's help you to learn more quickly, help you to deal with anxieties. So I have, my major in university was psychology. I kept up to date with this stuff. So, you got things like The lizard brain controls your emotion. You learn how the lizard brain overemphasizes potential threats, how to calm the lizard brain, how the lizard brain acquires knowledge. It's not the same as our logical brain. The main motivations of the lizard brain, etc., etc., etc. So it's kind of cool. So it's something I just put out recently for fun. I think it's a useful course. This type of training, the lizard training, has been very useful for me in my life. I learned this stuff from psychology, from martial arts, and from when I used to do a lot of meditation back in the day. You too, man. Have a good night. How are we doing for time here? Okay, 35 minutes. All right. The slow runoff. In Atlanta, freelancing with Flutter is good. Oh, there you go. That's good to know. Yeah, you can always check out the local area. Hey, Christy Johnson from Hawaii. Very jealous. Very jealous. Smash the like, y'all. Yeah, please smash the like. Oh, I saw that. I thought there was some extra news about it. Looks good. Thank you. Well, the extra news is that I added the outline in the PDF, and I added the audio files as well. So you can watch videos and you can download all the lessons in audio format. So that's the news. And I divided them up into 3 chapters, so it's a little bit more manageable. Yeah, one of the things about the Lizard Wizard course, I decided to build it as concisely as possible. So rather than me going on for 2 hours about lobsters or cows or something to teach one concept, you know how books are, right? The whole chapter will be devoted, it'll be one topic in a chapter that they can explain in like 3 pages, but they make it 30 pages. So instead of doing that, having a 15-hour thing, I cut it down to 2 hours. So it's very precise, to the point. You get to the lesson, you get to the point of the lesson as quickly as possible. That's the, I figure, you know, we all have other things to do, so I figure let's get it done, you know? Does anyone build websites for clients from scratch these days, or most are done with frameworks? Depends on the website. Depends on the website. All right. Happy year, Daniel. All right. So I programmed for 20 years in COBOL. Wow. How much future do you think remains for? I know you say I need COBOL Pro, but I am in Italy. Some visa for me. You could probably get a visa based on your COBOL experience. Their nuclear subs are probably running on COBOL. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't mean to criticize this lobster speak. It's just this. Again, so stories are great. That's a little lizard brain tip. Our brains are designed to find stories more interesting, because that's how, for countless hundreds of thousands of years, I guess, humans have communicated, is through storytelling. So our brains are kind of geared towards that. So it's a very effective way of communication. So I tell little mini stories in my Lizard Wizard course. But again, instead of taking hours to do something, I do it in, you know, a fraction of the time in terms of covering subjects. All right, 38 minutes in. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. I appreciate it. And unless there's any other questions, I will let you go. Missile guidance is made in COBOL. So there you go. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, that's another. I'll end with this other myth. There's this myth of, I'm going to find myself working with a programming language that will never not be used. All of a sudden you're losing a language and it disappears. Oh no, it doesn't work that way. COBOL is like 8,000-year-old language, and they're still using it, and there's still jobs in that. Java is like 20, 25 years old. JavaScript is like 25 years old. PHP is like 20 years old. Python is like, what, 25, 30 years old. C++, they're like 30, 35 years old, or something like that. Get the idea. All the top languages, like in the top 10 languages, maybe 8 of 10 of them are like 20-plus-year-old languages. So it's kind of an illusion about, I got to learn the new tech, you know. Is a lizard wizard in French? Unfortunately, c'est pas en français. Ce n'est pas en français, mais je parle anglais d'une façon très basique. Ça veut dire que je pense que si tu es français, tu peux comprendre le lizard wizard en anglais. Any advice to get into Canada as a foreign software developer? Reach out to employers, see what they say. They would have to do it. I'm not the best person to ask about that, though, because I'm born in Canada. But yeah, you got to deal with a company, see what they say. Maybe talk to the Canadian consulate. It helps in that situation if you have some professional experience or a professional degree. All right. I guess I'll end it there. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. If you like the stream, give me a thumbs up, and we'll take it out. Okay, I have to end with this one. Is Ruby on Rails a good choice today? Check your local job market. I started to learn it, and I'm loving it. Greetings from Brazil. Also, is English your first language? English is my first language. Yeah, Brazil. I'm thinking of buying quartzite from Brazil, super white quartzite from Brazil. Good stuff for my countertops. Yeah, Ruby. If there's jobs, then it's a good choice. It's a good choice. Adios, hologram nunchuck, and everybody else. Thanks for coming into the stream. Always a good time. Oh my God, 40 minutes passes so quick. Lizard. It can be good name for a future new language. That's true. All right. Thanks for watching the stream. We will talk soon. I hope you notice. We're having no more video stream problems. I kept my router. It was not my router. It was the internet connection. Ouais, au revoir. Tu parles français. Tu es français, Aisha. That's good. Very good French, too. Et merci beaucoup. Your written French is good. Unless you use Google Translate or something. Always thank you for your wisdom. Have a nice day. You too, guys. We'll talk soon. Thanks for joining the stream, and I'll leave you with my. I will leave you with my. Bailey seems to. You got your finger on the pulse. That's good. You should come to the streams. I'll leave you with my Maine, Cape Elizabeth, Maine ASMR boat video. If you're feeling stressed today, watch this video for about a minute or two. It will relax you quite a bit. All right, we'll talk soon.